Do you know that 80% of success is showing up? This fact might sound simple, perhaps even a bit cliched, but there is real power and weight behind this assertion. You might just brush it off as a catchy phrase, yet if you pause and ponder over this statement, you'll start realizing the depth it carries. It's not just about being physically, it's much more than that. So, what exactly does showing up mean? Is it about being physically there in an office or a classroom, or is it about clocking in and out to mark your presence? On the surface, it seems as if showing up is synonymous to mere presence. But the truth is far from it. It's not just about being there, it's about being aware, committed, and ready to seize every opportunity that comes your way. If we dig deeper, showing up really being mentally, emotionally, and physically present. It's about taking the initiative to do what needs to be done. It's about being accountable, being responsible, and being proactive. It's about being fully engaged, fully committed to your tasks and responsibilities. It's about going the extra mile, not because you have to, but because you want to. Think for a moment about a situation where you showed up not merely in the physical sense, but putting your heart and soul into what you were doing. Probably found that you were at your most productive, that you accomplished more than you anticipated, and that you even enjoyed the process. That's the power of truly showing up. But is it really possible to show up every day and still not taste success? Well, the answer to that question is both yes and no. Yes, because pure presence without purpose or passion is pointless. It's like planting a seed but never watering it, hoping it will somehow grow. No, because when show up mind, body and soul, it's only a matter of time before success becomes inevitable. Showing up also involves showing up for yourself, for your dreams and for your goals. It's about showing up for the people who count on you, for the commitments you've made and the promises you've kept. It's not just about the big moments, it's about the small, seemingly insignificant ones too. Every moment that you show up adds up, leading you closer to the success you desire. Now, we find ourselves back at our initial question. What does showing up really mean? Well, we've uncovered that it's not only about physical presence, it's about mental and emotional presence too. It's a combination of commitment, accountability, drive, and initiative. It's about being fully engaged, ready to seize every opportunity, and resilient in the face of challenges. If you've ever pondered over these questions, you're in the right place. Stick with me as we delve into the intriguing world of unlocking the secrets to success, personal growth and development. If you stick with me through this talk, you might become the first wealthy individual in your lineage, as I'm prepped to divulge some life-altering insights. Now I ask you, do you aspire to excel in life? It's a simple question, but one that often leaves us pondering. Well, just as you learn and master the foundations of math or explore the fascinating world of science, the art of thriving in life too can be learned, understood and mastered. But beware, there's a gaping difference between merely doing well and truly being successful. Take the example of a soccer player, a master of his craft. He might be prodigiously talented, playing with extraordinary finesse that leaves the spectators spellbound. His skills might have earned him worldwide fame, his name echoing in the corridors of a stadium filled with the roar of his fans. But what if this same soccer player leads a life tinged with melancholy? What if the cheers of the crowd are unable to fill the void of happiness in his personal life? Can we still label him as successful? Success, my friends, isn't confined to the mastery of a single skill, to the accumulation of wealth, or to the attainment of a prestigious position at work. It's about winning a game, a job title, or a trophy. No, success, real success, is a broader concept. It is about finding balance, about excelling in various arenas of life. It means doing well in personal aspects and also in professional ones. It's not just about the riches you accumulate, but also about the relationships you nurture. It's about maintaining a cordial relationship with your family, building a strong network of friends, and having a fulfilling social life. So now I put the question to you again. What do you wish to achieve? Do you seek proficiency in a particular skill, a singular area of life? Or do you yearn for a more comprehensive success, a success that embraces various facets of life? It's a question worth pondering, worth introspecting. Do you want to be a master in a particular field, or do you aspire to balance multiple aspects of your life equally well? You want to excel at one thing, or do you want to be a jack of all trades and master of none? Or do you perhaps want to redefine success on your own terms in a way that aligns with your own values and aspirations? These questions may seem daunting, but they are crucial in determining the course your life might take. And if you aspire for the latter, if you wish to taste true success, then with me till the end of this talk. I'm about to share some invaluable tips that have been gathered years of experience, years of trials, errors, and ultimately triumphs. They could serve as your guide, helping you navigate through the maze of life, steering you towards the path of success. Let me know what you aspire for in the comments. If you want to be successful, stick around till the end, because I've got some helpful tips. You might think successful people are born lucky, but that's not true. They are not born with a silver spoon in their mouth or a golden ticket to privilege. No, they are not the product of pure serendipity or divine intervention. They are as ordinary as the next person, but they are extraordinary for their resilience, their determination, and their unwavering belief in themselves. Let's take a closer look at some of these successful individuals. They come from all walks of life, from different corners of the globe, each with a unique story to tell. Many had challenging childhoods, battling poverty, neglect, or even abuse. Some of them were raised in broken homes, in neighborhoods where dreams they couldn't afford. However, they did not allow their circumstances to define them. They pushed through the thorny path of adversity with a steel resolve and a fiery spirit that would not be extinguished. They embraced the hardships as stepping stones, transforming their struggles into their strength. Take France, for example. This beautiful country, known for its romance and elegance, is also home to some of the most successful individuals. Most of these people did not come from families or prestigious backgrounds. Instead, they hailed from regular families, families that had their own share of hard times, families that knew what it meant to work for every single penny. Yet, these individuals did not wallow in self-pity or resent their circumstances. Instead, they saw their situation as a challenge, a test of their will and determination. They knew that their past did not have to dictate their future. The importance of taking charge of their destiny, of carving out their own path, of shaping their future. This is a crucial understanding that can make a significant difference in your life. It's not about where you come from, what you've done, or what you've experienced. It's about what you do with what you've got, about how you learn from your past it to fuel your future. We humans are unique creatures. We are not bound by our past. We are not defined by our mistakes. We have the power to change, to evolve, to overcome. We can shed our old skins and start fresh as many times as we need to. We can rise from the ashes of our failures and soar towards success. We can light up the dark corners of our past with the glow of our dreams and ambitions. So remember, it's never too late to change your life. You can't change your past, but you can start shaping your future today. Understanding this can make a big difference in your life. We humans are unique because we can change and start fresh, no matter where we come from or what we've done before. But to do that, we need to change some things first. Change, as we know, is the only constant in our lives. It's a necessary element of growth and evolution. The first step is often the hardest, but it's also the most important. It involves reevaluating our beliefs, the deep-seated principles that guide our actions and decisions. We all have beliefs. They're like the compass that guides us through the sea of life. They're from our experiences, our upbringing, our cultural background, and our innate personality traits. They shape how we perceive the world around us, how we interact with others, how we make decisions. But sometimes these beliefs, these guiding principles, can hold us back. They can become barriers, obstacles that hinder our growth and progress. They can limit our potential, restrict our opportunities, and prevent us from reaching our goals. Think about it. How often have we found ourselves saying, "I can't" or "I won't"? How often have we given up on our dreams because we believed they were unattainable? How often have we allowed our fears and insecurities to dictate our choices? These self-limiting beliefs can be debilitating. They can keep us stagnant, trapped in our comfort zones. And while comfort zones may feel safe, they rarely lead to growth. If a belief doesn't help us grow, if it doesn't challenge us, push us, inspire us, it's time to let it go. It's time to replace it with a belief that does. It's time to cultivate beliefs that empower us, that fuel our ambitions, that ignite our passions. It's about shifting our mindset, changing our perspective, our possibilities. We don't need to start from scratch, though. We're not alone in this journey. Many have walked this path before us. They've faced similar challenges, battled similar fears, overcome similar obstacles, and they've emerged victorious. They've achieved success, not by chance, but by design. By studying successful people, we can learn what habits help them succeed. We can adopt their strategies, mimic their actions, emulate their habits. We can learn from their experiences, their trials and tribulations, their victories and defeats. We can gain insights into their mindset, their attitude, their approach. We can discover what drives them, what motivates them, what them apart. We can learn to think like them, act like them, be like them. We can learn to cultivate the same discipline, the same resilience, the same perseverance. We can learn to embrace change, to welcome challenges, to defy odds. In essence, by studying successful people, we can learn how to succeed. We can learn how to grow, how to evolve, how to transform. We can learn how to shed our old beliefs, adopt new ones, and ultimately change our lives for the better. But to do that, we need to change some things first. By studying successful people, we can learn what habits help them succeed. To move towards success, you first need to know where you are. This means you need to take a thorough, introspective look at where you stand in various aspects of your life. Where you are right now is not where you will be forever, but a critical first step towards progress is recognizing and acknowledging your present circumstances. Let's start with health. Health is the foundation of life. It's not just about the physical aspect, it's also about your mental and emotional well-being. How would you rate your health on a scale of 1 to 10? Consider your lifestyle habits. How often do you exercise? What's your diet like? How are your sleeping patterns? Do you engage in activities that replenish your mental and emotional energy? Don't rush this part. Take your time to evaluate and rate your health honestly. Next, let's talk about family. The relationships we have with our family members significantly influence our lives. How would you rate your family life? Are your relationships with your family members fulfilling? Are you giving enough time and energy to these relationships? Do you feel loved and supported by your family? Again, be honest with your rating. Now, let's take a look at your financial aspect. Money, though not the most important thing in life, plays a significant role in our lives. It provides us with the resources we need to survive and thrive. So, how would you rate your financial situation? Are you satisfied with your current income? Are you in control of your expenses? Are you saving and investing wisely? This part requires a lot of honesty as well. The next area to rate is your job or career. A fulfilling career can provide financial security, personal satisfaction, and opportunities for growth. So how satisfied are you with your job? Does it align with your passion and skills? Do you see a clear path for growth? Are you happy with your work-life balance? Lastly, let's consider your friendships. Friends play a vital role in our lives. They provide emotional support, shared experiences, and companionship. How would you rate your friendships? Are you surrounded by positive, supportive people? Do you have friends who inspire and motivate you? After evaluating all these areas, add up your scores. This will give you a cumulative number representative of your current life standing. Adding up the scores is not meant to label or define you. Instead, it's a realistic snapshot of your life at present, a starting point from which you can start building towards your success. It's essential to remember that these ratings are transient and can be improved with time, patience, and consistent effort. Then add up the scores to see where you're at. Also, successful and unsuccessful people don't have very different daily routines. This statement might come as a surprise to many who believe that successful individuals are privy to unique and distinctive practices that set them apart. However, the truth is that the routines of the successful and unsuccessful have more similarities than differences. Let's think about a typical day. Both successful and unsuccessful people wake up in the morning. They have breakfast, attend to their personal hygiene, get dressed, maybe read or watch the news, and then move to their work or errands for the day. They have lunch, continue working, return home, have dinner, maybe engage in some leisure activities, and then go to bed. The sequence of events remains strikingly similar. This similarity is virtually universal, transcending geographic boundaries, cultures, professions, and fields of endeavor. However, the devil, as they say, is in the details. While the broad strokes of their routines may seem identical, the defining factors of success lie in the finer aspects of these routines. How one spends their time between waking up and going to bed is what truly differentiates them. It's about the choices they make and the actions they take within the confines of these daily patterns. Successful people tend to pay greater attention to these small details. They strategize their time, focusing on productivity and eliminating wasteful activities. They prioritize tasks that are essential for their growth and success. They place a high value on self-improvement, engaging in continuous learning and seeking opportunities to expand their knowledge and skills. Successful people are also more deliberate in their decisions and actions. They don't just go through the motions of their routine, they make each moment count. They set clear goals, maintain a positive mindset, and are consistent in their efforts. They understand the importance of time management and the value of discipline. They are proactive, not reactive, and they take control of their lives. Meanwhile, unsuccessful people often get caught up in the daily grind, allowing their routine to dictate their lives rather than taking charge. They may fail to identify the small opportunities for improvement, get distracted by less important tasks, or get stuck in a cycle of negative thinking. They overlook the fact that minor tweaks in their routine can lead to significant shifts in their success trajectory. So while it's true that the daily routines of successful and unsuccessful people are not very different, the real difference is not in the routine itself, but rather in how they navigate through it. The difference is in the small details that successful people pay attention to. If you realize you're not feeling great about yourself, it's time to make some changes. Perhaps it is the mirror reflecting a body you no longer identify with, or the eyes of your colleagues who seem to be judging your every move. Maybe it's the emptiness you feel when you're alone, or the lack of self-worth you experience when faced with a challenging situation. No matter what it is that's causing you to feel less than stellar, remember that acknowledging this feeling is the first step towards making a positive change. Begin your journey to self-improvement by paying attention to the thoughts you have about yourself. These are the whispers of your consciousness, the silent sentences that play over and over in your mind. They can either be your greatest allies, urging you for better, or your worst enemies, tearing you down brick by brick. If you find that these thoughts are filled with negativity, with criticisms of your character, your abilities, or your appearance, then it's critical that you work towards changing them. Changing your mindset isn't an easy task. It takes time, effort, and a lot of patience. Start by recognizing these harmful thoughts as soon as they surface. Acknowledge them for what they are, mere thoughts, not facts. Once you've done that, counter them with positive affirmations. For every negative thought, find a positive one. This not eradicate these thoughts entirely, but it will significantly reduce their impact on your self-esteem. How you carry yourself is also essential in crafting a positive self-image. This includes your posture, your actions, and the way you dress. Each of these components plays a crucial role in how you portray yourself to the world. So, walk with confidence, actions speak of your determination, and choose an attire that makes you feel good about yourself. The words you use also contribute to your perception of self. Be mindful of the language you use when you're talking about yourself. Words like can't, won't, shouldn't are restrictive and limiting. Replace them with empowering words like can, will, should. This subtle shift in language can greatly impact your mindset and boost your confidence. Finally, focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. This means paying attention to your goals, your dreams, aspirations. If you keep dwelling on your failures and shortcomings, you'll find it hard to move forward. Instead, concentrate on your successes, no matter how small they may seem, and use them as stepping stones to reach your ultimate goal. Your future is in your hands, so make sure to shape it in a way that brings happiness and fulfillment. Remember, the journey to self-improvement is a marathon, not a sprint, so take your time and enjoy the ride. Changing the way you see things can open up new possibilities. It's more than just a shift in perspective. It's about breaking free from the constraints of old thought patterns, from the rigid structures that have been ingrained in us from early childhood. It's about allowing yourself to see the world in its infinite diversity, in all its vibrant colors and shades. One of the most compelling facets of this different perspective is the way it transforms our interpretation of problems. Problems, which are often seen as obstacles, hindrances that stand in the way of our progress, can be viewed from a completely different angle. In fact, they can be seen as opportunities. Consider a pearl inside an oyster. It's the irritation caused by a tiny grain of sand that leads to the formation of a beautiful gem. Similarly, the problems we encounter in life can be catalysts, triggering changes and encouraging growth. Rather than viewing problems as setbacks, we can choose to see them as opportunities for self-improvement and personal development. Take the example of losing a job, a situation that many would perceive as a major blow. An unfortunate event we would naturally want to avoid. However, if we look at it through the lens of possibility, we may see something different. The loss of a job can stir up feelings of uncertainty and fear, but it can also create a space for introspection and reevaluation. It can lead us to question the path we've been following and consider whether it truly aligns with our passion and purpose. The time following a job loss can be an opportunity to rediscover our interests, our values, our dreams. It can provide the impetus to pursue something that truly resonates with us, something that fills us with energy and excitement. Moreover, losing a job can also push us towards independence and self-reliance. It can kindle within us the drive to carve our own path, to establish our own identity. It can fuel our entrepreneurial spirit and inspire us to start our own venture. Therefore, problems, whether large or small, can actually be chances for growth. They can be the stepping stones that lead us to our true potential. The key lies in shifting our perspective, in choosing to see the possibilities rather than the problems. For example, losing a job could be the start of a new career as an entrepreneur. The setbacks we face are not the end, but rather the beginning of a journey towards self-discovery and personal fulfillment. It's all about changing the way we perceive the world around us. It's about looking at life not as a series of hurdles to overcome, but as a wealth of opportunities waiting to be seized. Self-esteem, communication, attitude, ambition, goals, work, and finding a purpose are all important things to work on. But why are each of these so crucial to personal growth and development? Let's delve a bit deeper. Let's start with self-esteem. This is the bedrock of our existence. It forms the foundation upon which we build our lives. High self-esteem makes us resilient and adaptable to the challenges that life throws our way. It helps us to understand and recognize our worth, thereby enabling us to set healthy boundaries in our relationships. Next is communication. Effective communication is a vital life skill, one that, when mastered, can open many doors. It enables us to articulate our thoughts, ideas, and feelings clearly and concisely, paving the way for enhanced personal and professional relationships. More than this, it fosters understanding, empathy, and mutual respect among individuals. Our attitude is the lens through which we view the world. A positive attitude can transform the way we perceive and respond to the challenges in our lives. It gives us the strength to overcome obstacles, the courage to pursue our dreams, and the tenacity to never give up. Ambition propels us forward. It drives us to set lofty goals and gives us the motivation to achieve them. It pushes us to strive for excellence, to never settle for mediocrity. Goal setting is an important aspect of ambition. Goals act as a roadmap, guiding us towards our desired destination. They provide structure, direction, and a sense of purpose. They challenge us to push beyond our comfort zones, to constantly seek growth and improvement. Now comes work. Work provides us with a sense of achievement and fulfillment. It is a tangible manifestation of our effort and dedication. It is the means through which we contribute to society and make a difference. Lastly, finding a purpose is paramount. Purpose gives life meaning. It fuels our passion and gives us a reason to rise each morning. It defines our existence and shapes our life's trajectory. So let's circle back to the beginning. Self-esteem, communication, attitude, ambition, goals, work, and finding a purpose are all important things to work on. Focus on your strengths to overcome your weaknesses. Lastly, be ready for opportunities when they come your way. Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So keep learning and growing, and success will follow. If you've made it this far, comment "This is the secret of life" to let me know you're committed to your success. If you want to learn more, subscribe to our channel. Check out the next video where I talk about getting out of poverty and becoming wealthy in 6 months. Click on it now to continue your journey to success. So there you have it, the keys to success. Define your goals, challenge your beliefs, assess your strengths and weaknesses, cultivate a positive mindset, and be prepared for opportunities. If you follow these principles, you'll be well on your way to achieving success in whatever you do.